Today we are going to discuss about journal. The first chapter, the practical chapter, which you guys will have to go through with. Look, in our daily life, in our day-to-day life, there are so many business activities which take place, so many business transactions which take place. Pretty hard to bear in our mind. So there is a particular book where we used to record all these transactions. That is journal. Let's discuss about that. All the best. Okay guys, let's start with the definition and the origin of journal. What I'm going to tell you about the journal. Journal is the combo of two Latin words. The first one is jar and other one is nal. The word journal is derived from the two Latin words jar and nal, where jar stands for daily and nal stands for diary. That means to maintain the daily business diary is known as journal. The ideal definition of journal is a primary book of all business transactions which are systematically recorded in a scientific and chronological order. A journal has 5 columns. I'm just talking about the specimen of journal. The specimen of journal is as follows. You can see there are 5 columns I've made over here. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit amount and credit amount. You can write here debit amount, or you can just give the symbol of rupees or any other currency. Okay, so this is the specimen of journal where we used to have 5 columns. You can see that. The first one is date column, which shows that the date when the transaction is taking place. Second one is particular, which stands for what transaction has taken place. LF, this stands for ledger folio. Ledger folio means page number. It's for the traders only, not for the students. This one will be blank. It will not be, nothing will be shown over here. And the 2 columns rest, we are having debit side and credit side amount. You can show over here. Apart from that, whenever you are going to record any transaction now, so you will have to just stipulate that transaction in a concise mode, that what transaction has taken place. That will be recorded and that will be shown as narration. Narration is a brief or concise note to stipulate the transactions recorded. Okay. Now let me exemplify. I am just taking a couple of transactions over here. I have shown here the 2018 was the year. June 5 and June 7 there were 2 dates in which we were having transactions. Purchase of furniture of rupees 10,000 on June 5 and sold machinery for cash rupees 5,000 on June 7. Then how to record in the format? So at first you'll have to maintain those 5 columns. At first you'll have to show date, then particulars, then ledger folio. LF stands for ledger folio, debit amount and credit amount. And you'll have to just denote the heading over here, journal entries in the books of the party's name. Whatever the name is. Now what? At first you'll have to show the year. 2018 was the year. We have got June 5 as the transaction date. What we have done? We have got purchased a furniture of rupees 10,000. We are purchasing a furniture. In my last video I had told that whenever you are just thinking of any transaction, that means don't think that someone else is doing business. Always treat yourself as a businessman. It's your business. Now you are purchasing a furniture of rupees 10,000. From your points of view, what's happening? You are purchasing a furniture. Furniture is coming and cash is going out. Means it belongs to real account format. Real account rule, you must have knowledge about that. That is, furniture is coming, debit what comes in, and in this transaction what's going out? Simply you can see over here, cash. Cash is hidden. You have purchased means you have spent something, that is of rupees 10,000. Just suppose if there would be a name of person, that means you will have to show that person's name over here. In lieu of cash, you will have to show that person's name. But here we are not having any person's name. That's why it's been assumed that it is a cash transaction. That's why cash is going out. And now make it clear what's happening. Being furniture purchased. This is the concise mode of transaction known as narration. Being furniture purchased for cash. Now June 5 के बाद है, you can see. Now let's move to June 7. We have got another transaction, sold machinery for cash of rupees 5,000. Once again, treat yourself as a businessman. Don't think that someone else is doing business, your business. You have sold machinery for cash. What's happening over here? Cash is coming. You have sold now. You have sold for machinery. For you, cash is coming and machinery is going out. Debit what comes in. Once again, real account rules will be followed. Debit what comes in. We are selling machine, cash is coming and machinery is going out with the same amount. Debit amount will be shown in the debit column and credit amount will be shown in the credit side. Once again, you will have to make it clear what has taken place. What is this transaction? This is sold machinery for cash. You will have to make it clear, being machinery sold for cash. This is for the examiner, being machinery sold for cash. This makes quite simple for the examiner to understand what transaction has taken place over here. So that's why it's mandatory to record all the transaction with narration. So this is how we used to record all the transaction one by one. You'll have to just show every transaction and at last you'll have to show the total. That should be carried forward to the next page. Total carried forward, just like that. You can see we have got two transactions only, 10 plus 5, 15,000. 15,000. That will be brought forward to the next page if you are following the further sum. Okay.